Well, Tristan, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Tristan McCormick. I was born in Philadelphia, but I've been spending probably the last 10 or so years coming to and from Naples, and now I live here full time. My family moved here, so and yeah, first time I came to your academy was when I was around 13, 14, and I was here for about a year, and then yeah, about nine months ago I started coming back again, and yeah, just working hard.
And you make big jumps. You jump from 13, 14, stay here 1 year, and then
Yeah.
we practice a bit, and you went to tournaments with some of the players and so. But then you went to college. Where did you go?
I went to Notre Dame. I graduated from Notre Dame, so that was 4 years there. It was a great experience. A little cold, but yeah, loved it there and played a lot of college tennis. And then I did a fifth year, so I did my last year of eligibility at the University of Georgia, which was also a ton of fun. So I was really lucky to play for those two programs, and I feel like I
Then you decided, instead of going work, and then you decided to go on your dream, no?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been my dream to play professionally, and yeah, I don't know, I feel like, yeah, I never really lost sight of that dream, and so yeah.
You make it to 500 or
500,
400?
yeah, I made it to 500 in a little over a year of playing, but I mean, you know how it is. It's
Then what happened?
higher goals. So then what happened? Well, I broke my foot. I broke my foot end of
summer,
July.
no?
In the end of July, yeah. So that was about almost 5 months ago. So I've been rehabbing from that, but I feel great now. But honestly, I think that I think that it will end up being a positive thing for me. I think that it happened for a reason.
What do you think that is the biggest difference from the years that you play college tennis, which is with one of the top programs, trying to win, and then you make the jump to the Pro Tour? And what differences you find in that year? What the struggles, what barriers?
In college tennis?
After
The
transfer towards the Pro Tour.
Yeah. I mean, in college, it's a lot of things are kind of taken care of for you. You know, you practice in really nice facilities every day with new balls. You know, you've got 10 teammates, practice partners to practice with every day. You have a set practice schedule. When you travel for a competition, you know, it's paid for. You know, you don't have to book the ticket. You know, when you just show up and perform, exactly. And college tennis comes with its own challenges for sure. I mean, you're having to juggle school, social life, responsibilities, trying to get enough sleep. So, you know, it comes with its own challenges, but I would say that the transition to pro tennis is, you know, it's kind of like transitioning from college to the real world. It's like, you know, you go from everything's kind of fun and games to, you know, everything's kind of on you. You know, you have to dot all the I's, cross all the T's. And I mean, at least for me, I just feel like you just have to approach it with way more professionalism, because in general, the other people that you're competing against are way more professional, are in general very professional. So if you are trying to go out there and compete against people who are doing all those little things, those details, and then it's going to be a difficult thing.
So if you have to sell yourself to the people and tell them your strengths and tell them who you are and how you play, how you will define yourself?
Well, I think that my biggest strength is my desire to improve and my desire to be great. I think that's my biggest asset, and I think that drives how I approach every day. And then for my game, I feel like I'm. I don't know. Since working with you recently, the last year or so, I feel like I've gotten a way better understanding of my identity and what I'm trying to improve. And I don't know. I think that I'm just sharpening all of my tools, and I think that I'm just becoming a more complete player. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm trying to sharpen, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Perfect. And if the next step, so now you are gonna try to go back.
Yeah.
You drop a bit the ranking,
Yeah.
600, whatever. So what are gonna be the biggest challenges for you at the moment? If you put them in order, whatever, mentally, physically, economically, what are the biggest challenges for you? Calendar. Explain to the people at the moment that you are. Oh, now I have to go back.
Yeah.
What I do now?
Yeah. So my ranking was, when I got hurt, it was like just inside 500, and now I'm 720, 30, whatever. I'm not too worried about it. I think that on tour, the most important thing is where your game is and playing well.
But what are your options?
Well,
at 720?
Yeah.
Where you can go? So the options I can go to Turkey. I can go to the US.
Okay. Yeah.
There's different
I mean,
options,
there's so many ways that you can do it. You can go. You've got the Turkey or Tunisia tournaments where there's resorts. And there's 40 tournaments a year, and you can go there and play 3, 4, 5 weeks, or you can. There's tournaments in the U.S. If you like to play on clay, you can. There's challengers in South America. So I kind of have to decide what route I want to go. But in terms of difficulties, I think it'll be difficult. Starting again.
Yeah.
It wasn't the longest. I mean, it wasn't like I was out for a year, but 3, 4, 5 months can be a long time in terms of competition and being ready to compete. I mean, I can envision that my first tournament back, the butterflies, the feeling before a tournament, the day before and the morning of, when you wake up, normally you have a little bit of queasiness and like a little bit of butterflies, and I think that probably the first match that'll be amplified. It'll be doubled.
Yeah. Also, you've been practicing for the last 2 months, trying to build up this food and physically.
Yeah.
2-3 sessions a day in the gym.
Yeah.
So you are really an inspiration for everyone in the academy to see you trying to come back from that path. But this week you had the chance to be practicing with a top player, with Brandon Nakashima, and the first day you probably also had those
little butterflies,
things,
sure.
on the stomach. But slowly you've been getting used to and what do you take from this experience to play with such a top guy like that?
Well, just first of all, Brandon's a great player, and he does so many things really well. He's always pressing and like putting, if you're not locked in and moving the feet, then he's going to back you up. And the ball comes fast. But I think that maybe last week, if I was seeing the ball fast, now I'm seeing it a little slower. And I think that's because I've been working really hard, maybe not with the level of Brandon Nakashima, but trying to implement the intensity that I would play with someone like Brandon. So I think that's allowed me to transition very quickly. Treating when you're, no matter what you're doing, treating your practices, every minute of your practice like you're playing a top 100 player with that intensity. I think doing that is super important. What else have I learned? I mean, just again, I mean, he's just very professional. So he's an inspiration for me in a way. He just seeing how he works and seeing what it takes to be a top player like him.
Good. So we wish you all the best for this year. We know that you're gonna work really hard, and we thank you for this time and for being a mirror for all these young kids in the academy. And we love to have you around, and we thank you so much.
Well, I love being here. I appreciate it, and thank you for everything you've done for me. So
thank you.
Thanks.